Hey everybody, I am making marshmallows today. I'm going to make strawberry marshmallows and I'm real excited to make these because I've been wanting to make marshmallows forever. And for those of you who haven't seen any of my videos, my name is Becky and this is Becky in the kitchen. And about if you're wondering about the blue finger, or if you even saw it, I do have a little cut on my finger. But, okay, Noah, you want to come and get in the video? Just don't hit my camera like Jacob did. Okay, I had a little cut on my finger, and this serves better when you're cooking. In my opinion, this serves better than a Band-Aid because I can wash it. You know, Band-Aids get kind of gross, so. Okay. All right, that's funny. That's funny. So, anyway, you're more than welcome to help me make my recipe. Okay. So, where was I? So anyhow, I got that covered up.
Can you pause this and take me to the gym?
Take you to what gym?
Fitness World.
Right now?
Maybe. I don't want to go. I need to work out.
Do you want to go right now? Or not?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll have a t-shirt.
Okay. So these are some of the ingredients that I'm going to use. I can't remember where I left off.
Talking about your little cut finger.
Well, yeah, I already explained my cut finger, but I'm making strawberry marshmallows, and these are some of the things that will be going in the marshmallows. There's different ways that you can make them, but this is how I'm making them today. I made them a couple different ways, but I got some freezer dried strawberries. These can't come from the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree's freezer dried strawberries. They are my favorite ones. I've had them from Aldi's, Walmart, other places, but these are the best tasting ones that I've found so far. So I like to use these. I have strawberry extract, Kara corn syrup, sugar, powdered sugar, gelatin, and egg whites. I think the only thing I don't have out here is cornstarch because I do have to use some cornstarch. So other than that, I may dress them up a little bit if I have the stuff in my freezer. But I'll show you that when the time comes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing you do is, I have half a cup of cold water in this bowl, and I will be using my KitchenAid for this. You have to have a stand-up mixer to make homemade marshmallows. So we'll be using my KitchenAid, and I'm be getting that out here in a little bit. So I have a half a cup of cold water, and I'm getting ready to put 1 1/4 ounces of gelatin into the cold water. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I have to take Noah to the gym. I'll be back. So I'm back to make some marshmallows. Okay, so I have my half a cup of cold water right here. So I'm going to put 1 1/4 ounce of gelatin into the cold water. And that's 5 packages. You just put this in there and then you let it sit while you're doing some of your other stuff. Alrighty, just go shake it a little bit. Oh gosh, spilled some. Stir it up a little bit. Okay. Now, it has been a while since I've made marshmallows. Oh my goodness, it's probably been, I'd say at least a year since I've made some marshmallows. So I'm kind of out of my groove. I mean, I could just, you know, once upon a time, whenever I was making a lot of them. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of out of my groove with this. So if I seem a little off kilter, that's why. Okie dokie. So now in my mixing bowl, I'm going to put 2 egg whites. I'm doing 3 eggs because they're not very big, so because it calls for 2 large egg whites. So I'm going to put my egg whites in here, and I do have a recipe that I make that doesn't have egg whites in it. I think I like the one with egg whites a little bit better because I just believe they're more, I just like the texture of them better. So that's the one I'm making today. You want to make sure you don't get any of that yolk in there because that will mess up your egg whites. Okay, so I'm going to mix these up with my mixer until they form stiff peaks. Hey there, so in the meantime, I did a few things. I wanted to show you my egg whites. Nothing fancy, I just put them on a paper plate like this. So I beat those until they formed a stiff peak. As you can see right there, it's stiff. So those are my stiff peaked egg whites. This is what my gelatin looks like now. It has formed a solid. As you can see, it's solid. So I'm going to transfer this into my mixing bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Put that in here. And see, it's like a total, completely solid there. I'll put that in there. And in here, I have half a cup of water, 2 cups of sugar, half a cup of corn syrup, and a pinch of salt. And I'm going to cook this over medium-high heat until it reaches 240 degrees on the candy thermometer. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on the stove and get that going. I realize I'm really in your face right now, but I just wanted to show you a couple of my cookbooks that I have, or recipe books for marshmallows that I ordered online, where I would get my ideas for marshmallows from. This is one of them, and then here's the other one that I have. These, I've used recipes out of both of these, and I've also came up with some of my own recipes, like the one I'm doing today where I'm putting the freeze-dried marshmallows in there. That actually is not the recipe that comes out of this book. But that's the thing about marshmallows, is you can do so many different things with marshmallows. It is I'm trying to say marshmallows instead of marshmallows. Either way, I'll be saying it both ways. But you can do so many different things with marshmallows. It's just unbelievable. I mean, I had never had a homemade marshmallow. Kitty, leave him alone. I had never had a homemade marshmallow until I made one myself. And that was, I don't know how many years ago that was the first time. About 5, 6 years ago maybe, when I had my first homemade marshmallow. I didn't even know you could make marshmallows. I don't know why, just never even thought about it. My mom had never even had a homemade marshmallow until she tried one of mine. But wait till you see what they look like, and hopefully they turn out. Like I said, it's probably been about a year since I've made some. But then I used to make them all the time, all different kinds. But like this strawberry, banana, and these books have the prettiest pictures in them. Peppermint. Oh, the peppermint ones are really good too. You get the soft peppermints, and you can just do them however you want. You can put peppermint in them, and then you can like dip them in peppermint. And well, that says Mexican hot chocolate, but okay, but this is a picture of the churro marshmallow, the cinnamon. And well, there it is right there. The churro marshmallow and caramel peanut. You can dip them in anything you want to dip them in. Like I would dip mine in. Toasted coconut is good. I'm not like a huge coconut fan, but toasted coconut homemade marshmallows are so, oh Lord, they're good. S'mores, dip them in chocolate and then graham cracker crumbs. I've made lemon curd. See, I'm getting excited. I've made lemon curd marshmallows. Made my own lemon curd and like swirled lemon curd in them. It was so good. And then I put, some of them I think graham cracker crumbs in them. My stuff's boiling over there. It's probably reached Fahrenheit by now. I don't even have my thermometer out. I don't even know what degrees it is. But, what else have I done? I've just done all kinds, like, gosh, I can't even think. I've done all kinds of marshmallows. But this book, these people are from England, so they're kind of fancy. They do these fancy marshmallows, but there's some basic recipes in here also. But anyway, they're just some of the prettiest pictures in here. I love looking at the pictures. But so these are my 2 marshmallow books that I love, and I've also gotten ideas online. Like both of these books, they put egg whites in theirs, but the recipe that I use without the egg whites, I got that online for just for your basic marshmallow. Oh, and like peanut butter, like I would make like a peanut butter topping and dip the marshmallow in the peanut butter. That was really good. But just all the sky is the limit when it comes to making marshmallows. When you make homemade marshmallows, I mean, you could just do so much with them. It's just unbelievable. So I'm gonna go over here and check on what's going on the stove and get my thermometer out. Okay, so right now my mixture is at 225. Got to get it to 240, and this is what's going on in there. Okay, so we're about to reach 240. It's at 237. Looks the same. Almost there. Okay, we've reached 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Now this is going to be the tricky part. Okay, we got to pour that in the mixer, and you got to be very, very careful when you do this, because Lord, if that stuff got on you would be in trouble. I'm gonna have to put this phone down for a minute. Okay, so I didn't want you to have to hear the loud mixer. This is what it looks like starting out, and as you can see, it's the volume is getting larger and larger. There it is. It has to about double in size. And you have to, I just set my timer right here because you have to stir it in the mixer for about 10, 12 minutes. Those are my strawberries. Okay, I'm going too fast. Anyway, I crushed those strawberries up with my rolling pin. And, okay, there I'm adding my teaspoon of vanilla. This is the first time I've done a voiceover. Oh, stirring, it's stirring. Stirring some more. And there, I added my crushed, freezer-dried strawberries. Added those in there. And it's mixing. Anything else that I need to say? It's almost time for me to take it out of the bowl. And I'm done. Okay, so this is what the mixture's looking like. It's ready to put in the pan. I'm just making sure those strawberries are in there good. So if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of food coloring in here just to give it a little more color. I sprayed my pan. Just put those in there. Okay, and then just kind of even it out. Like that. That's what they look like. And you can either let these firm up overnight, or if you want to expedite the process, you can put them in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Okay, so my marshmallows have set. I put them in the refrigerator because I wanted to expedite the process and have them firm up in a couple of hours. Well, didn't do me much good because it's the next day. So I've already been to work and it's probably about 9 o'clock in the evening. But I want to show you what they look like in the pan. I'm going to get ready and turn them out. So as you can see, someone cut into them while I was at work. Yep, that happened. But anyway, I can fix that. So right here I have cornstarch and powdered sugar, equal parts, and I'm sifting this. Sifting that. See all those lumps in there? So when you sift it, it gets all the lumps out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sift this, and I only have 2 hands right now. What I did want to say is whenever I put my marshmallows in the pan, I just spray my pan. Some people spray the pan. Well, let me turn this around. Hold on. Some people spray the pan, and they also put the cornstarch and powdered sugar mixture over top of the spray. I've done that before, and I didn't really care for that because of it made like a crustiness on the marshmallow, and I didn't really like that. So and also there's another method where you can put saran wrap in the pan and spray the saran wrap and then just turn them out that way. I did that before, but then when you turned them out, there were all kinds of lines and stuff from the saran wrap. So I just found what I like to do is just spray the pan and put them in a sprayed pan. So that's what works best for me. Okay, so I think that I thought that I was taking video, but I actually wasn't. So I'm not sure where I left off, but this is, I put my marshmallows on the cutting board and sprinkled my cornstarch and powdered sugar mixture. And these are some Ghirardelli melting wafers. And then these are just some more of the freezer dried marshmallows. And I'm going to kind of dress these up with those. So I'm going to straighten this up right here where Cassie Wallace got into the pan while I was at work. So anyway, get started on it. Okay. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut this off of here just to get it nice and square. Well, somewhat square. But anyway, I sprayed my knife with pan. So if you wanted to make them perfect squares, you could like trim the sides like that so it'd be a perfect square, but I'm not gonna do that. So you just cut them in strips like this, and see how they look there. Just cut them in strips. You could mark them before you cut them, but anyway, I didn't. And then just cut them in squares like that. Look at that. They're real soft and fluffy. Okay, so once they've been cut, this I may need to make a little bit more of this, but this is the cornstarch and powdered sugar, and you just toss them around in that. I'll just do a few so you can see. You toss them around in that so that they don't stick together. And then you just put them in one of these and just kind of, see, I'm just shaking off the excess right there. And then you put them in a bowl, and that's what they look like. Right like that. Okay, so we'll dress these up. Dip them in the, this isn't white chocolate, it's just white melting mats, white melting wafers. So I just dip it in there and then dip it in here, and there you go, just like that. And you could, if you want to get fancy, you could get a, like the cake decorating things, which I've done this before also, and then just kind of drizzle. Maybe I'll do one like that so you can see. But it's really, I mean, it just makes them pretty. You can eat them plain, of course. And then just dip. And there you go. Right like that, and they look really pretty. Elegant. I mean, these really are, this is what you would call a gourmet marshmallow. And so I'll do one more. Right there. And look how pretty they look. Well, I cheated. I already took a bite, but I'll take another. But look, these, give you a close-up. These are so soft and fluffy and just natural. Oh, let me just take a bite of it. How soft they are. They're so good. And you make it all different kinds. I'm a little off because where I did some of this yesterday and then I had to finish it up today, kind of threw me off. So it's like I'm forgetting what I've said before or said yesterday or didn't say. But I'm going to probably do some more marshmallow videos and just show you just some different ways to do them, because there's so many don't forget to like and subscribe. And I was going to say something else. I can't remember what it was. But try to make some homemade marshmallows. Get my plate here. Oh, lost one. Here we go. Right there. Homemade marshmallows. Okay. Stuck to my teeth. Until next time. See you later. Don't forget to like.